Well, here we go again then.
Hey, yep, it's me again, back at you with another intro to yet another podcast, ready and raring to go, like little, excitable racing cars. You could say I'm obsessed with welcoming you, the listener, to these episodes with varying levels of quality and success, because that would be correct, yeah. Well, welcome back to the Everyday Life Podcast, which is one of the world's podcasts.
Well, how can I follow that? Well, what a great intro, Elliot.
As always.
I think that's it. I think that's it for the intro. Let's go straight into it, shall we?
Alright.
What are we going to chat about today?
Today, we're talking about It's an Obsession.
Yes, folks, welcome to episode 33. Chatting random subjects from everyday life with It's an Obsession. Welcome, listener.
Yes.
And how are you doing, Elliot?
Well, yeah, I'm doing great.
How's your week been?
It's been a good week, to be honest.
You went to the Hangout as well, didn't you?
What, the Hangout?
Well, yeah, the Hangout, Coastal Youth Club.
More about that later in the episode.
Yep, definitely a classic advert for them. But anyway,
Yes.
let's get straight into it. Elliot, what is an obsession?
Well, look, mate, let me tell you. An obsession is an unhealthy, persistent, and uncontrolled preoccupation with a specific idea, desire, or person that dominates a person's thoughts and actions.
Yeah, exactly. There's probably a lot of people obsessed with something out there. I'll tell you what's your obsession?
Well, let me walk you through it. My obsession is this little show I like to call Taskmaster.
Taskmaster. Yes, and what exactly is Taskmaster?
Taskmaster, if you haven't heard me mention it on the podcast before, which is a big if, because I'm always mentioning it, because I'm obsessed. It's a comedy game show where these comedians take part in these weird and wonderful tasks set by the wonderful Alex Horne, and it's just crazy. Honestly, the nonsense they get up to, it's brilliant.
It is a bit, actually. I know, I'll probably vouch for you, you are a bit obsessed with that. I was watching it, now you're so obsessed with it, you're watching the back catalogue of it.
Yeah.
How many series of there are there?
There's 20 full ones, there's now 4 Champion of Champions.
And what series are you watching at the moment?
20, the most recent.
Okay, now, we watched that over to you, didn't we? Now, they had a task. Now, you could, this could be an idea, an example to the listener of what one of the tasks was. What was that task? Okay. You know the one, don't you?
It's a pretty crazy task. It's probably the most out there one. They had to make things genuinely awkward. And so, Anya Magliano, Sanjeev Bhaskar and Phil Ellis, they were talking about some pretty crazy stuff. And then Phil was pretending to be a baby in the bath while Alex washed him.
And that was quite awkward. You could tell for Alex Horne, who is the Taskmaster's assistant, that was an awkward situation, wasn't it? That's an example, wasn't it? With the task. It's all random tasks. They're all mental, aren't they, tasks?
You just never know what's coming.
No, to be honest though, I can never understand half of them. I'm watching it, but I don't know what they're doing.
You need to listen to the rules properly.
Because at the start of the task, they have some rules, don't they?
Yeah.
What they read out.
They'll read out the task. There's lots of stuff on the task.
And then, of course, the famous line.
All the information is on the task.
Your time starts now.
Your time starts now. They're the two catchphrases.
And who hosts the show?
The Taskmaster himself, Mr. Greg Davies.
And he's quite a well-known actor, isn't he? He's been in quite a few, programmes. Yes.
He's got his show, The Cleaner.
Yes, definitely, yeah. Man Down, he was in Man Down as well.
Yeah,
and of course, Alex Horne, now I think that's another obsession of yours, definitely, not just with Taskmaster, with Alex Horne as well, because does he do a band? Has he got a comedy band?
He has. It's funny you should mention that, because he does have a comedy band, the Horne Section. I've definitely mentioned them on the pod before.
Yes.
I've seen them 4 times.
Now, that's an obsession, isn't it? You just see them all the time, wouldn't you, the Horne Section?
I would. I'd see them every night if I could.
You're so obsessed with the Horne Section that you've seen them. What locations have you seen them in? You've seen them in Nottingham?
Yeah, went all the way up to Nottingham and Northampton.
Both on school days?
On school days, yeah.
Now
that's quite the commitment.
That is an obsession, that is. Now, have you got like a favourite task in the whole of the series? Or one that really stands out?
Well, I think this might be a boring answer because it's probably the same answer by most Taskmaster fans. It's in Series 5 where they had to write a song for a stranger, Rosalind.
Oh, okay.
Mark Watson and Nish Kumar come up with, I'm always seeing you, open brackets, do cool stuff, close brackets. That is probably the most iconic Taskmaster moment. It's incredible.
And, well, that sounds pretty good. And, of course, over the whole of the series, there's so many comedians who have been on that you're pretty obsessed with them, aren't you, as well?
Yeah.
And you've actually started seeing some of these comedians who have been on Taskmaster as well. So it's escalated from just liking Taskmaster to liking the comedy band, the Horn section, what Alex Horn does, and starting to stake out some of the guests.
Yeah.
Like, who have you recently seen live who have been on Taskmaster?
Well, last year I saw the wonderful Mark Watson.
Yep.
Earlier in February I saw the wonderful Phil Ellis, and just 2 weeks ago actually I saw Tim Key.
Yes, you did. And you also go from Taskmaster with the Horn section, the charity football game, don't you?
Yes, in Chesham.
Chesham,
hosted the Comedy Football Trophy. They get some comedians, they get some of the Chesham football players. They just have a bit of a laugh for 90 minutes on the pitch, and it's great.
That's a bit of a mental one, that, is it? And then overall, you're slowly getting the autographs, getting the selfies with these people who have been on Taskmaster.
Got to get the collection.
So that is a bit of an obsession, Elliot.
It's definitely an obsession.
Yes.
I can tell you all the contestants who's been on it.
You can do, can't you? That's quite amazing. Can you give a very quick, if I say now, who was on Series 11 of Taskmaster? Could you do it?
Series 11 is Lee Mack, Mike Wozniak, Sarah Kendall, Jamali Maddox, and Charlotte Ritchie.
Oh my God! Well, that is amazing. What about? I mean, that Series 11. That's like a random number to pick as well. So you just get in that.
Yeah.
What about this one? I mean, I'm totally clueless who won these or who was on any of them. So who won Series 15?
Series 15. That's a bit of a grey area, to be honest. Series 15, I think it was Mae Martin.
Okay, well that's pretty good. And who won the first ever series?
Josh Widdicombe.
Wow. And who has been your favourite guest out of all the people on Taskmaster?
Well, it's got to be your friend of mine, Tim Vine.
Excellent. Well, and you want to see him live as well, don't you?
I love that man.
Well,
he's so funny.
Definitely Taskmaster and all that's connected with Taskmaster.
I'm there. I did my English.
Definitely,
about it.
I would say it's an obsession. Well, great obsession there, Elliot. We can go straight to comments.
Well, that was my favourite part of the podcast ever.
We'll have to do one fully on Taskmaster sometime, won't we? You can chat about them for hours or 40 minutes at this. Let's do it. Your mother's sent in a comment.
Oh, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Whatever time you listen to this, she is fascinated with British social history. The 30s and the 40s are her thing, and she loves World War II. She says she's absolutely fascinated by it now. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that, would you?
Yeah.
And with your mum, any period drama she loves. She loves all the 40s stuff.
She's on it
going to 40s events and all the World War II stuff. You know, it's not just a recent thing. She's always loved it. Always getting the books, the memorabilia, the DVDs, watching it all. So yeah, I would say, what do you reckon? I'd say it's an obsession. We've got another comment now. Dicknell.
Hello, good, etc. Good, etc. That covers it, doesn't it?
Does Jack evening Jack, afternoon Jack, morning Jack, whatever time you listen to this. Now Jack Doll says his obsession is trying to complete those Panini football sticker albums as a child.
Fiddly.
Yep. Also, as a teenager and up to now, he's obsessed with women.
Right.
And also buying and selling on eBay. Which, I can imagine. Also his CD, vinyl, cassette collection. Now, he said, people have said, why don't you put your collection onto Spotify or something like that? But he refuses to, which is great. He still plays his CDs, his vinyl, his cassettes and collection. Now, so we've got to pick one of those, really, which now I would say, obviously I know Jack Doll well, I would say with the sticker albums.
Yeah.
Not just as a child, he still does it now. Well, he's still collecting his stickers and he's got a real detailed information about those stickers and those trading cards.
That defines it, really.
Yeah, and he's always doing that. So I'd say definitely the sticker albums, trading cards are... It's an obsession. Oh, we've got another one. Should we go to one more quickly? We've got Russell Ray.
Hello, Russell.
Evening, Russell. Afternoon, Russell. Well...
And all the others.
He says marbles. And losing his. Basically, he keeps his marbles in a jar. And he says when you study them, there are hundreds of different types that date back centuries.
Wowzers.
And so he's often looking at his marbles collection. We'll have to have a game with him sometime.
Oh, that's lovely.
Maybe get him out of the hangout. But yeah, yeah, Case Youth Club. Is that, have a game of marbles. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon? Yeah, it's an obsession for Russell, really, with his marbles. So yeah. Right
then. So, I suppose, same question.
Oh, yes. Speaking of the hangout, should we just go to a quick ad break?
Yeah.
From our sponsors.
Hey.
Are you a teenager?
Bored in the evenings?
Well, be bored no more with Case to Youth Club.
What, the hangout?
Yes, the hangout. When is it?
Every Thursday, 6 till 7:30pm.
Where is it?
The Community Spoon, Caistor-on-Sea.
The Youth Club for teenagers.
What, the hangout?
Yes, the hangout. Check out Case to Youth Club on Facebook.
Great stuff there from the hangout.
Classic place to go to, and you would vouch for that, Elliot, wouldn't you? You and Harvey have a great time there, don't you?
Yeah, we have a blast. Well then, same question to you, I suppose. What then is your obsession? Tell us, O wise one.
Well, folks, and the listener, my obsession is not a surprise to anyone who knows me, but it's actually photographing bins.
Whoa, not everyone says that, do they?
No photographing bins, and it was before it all got into the media in like 2022. It was more of a hobby. Now it's definitely an obsession. Basically, I can't go anywhere without looking at them. I'm constantly clocking them.
You are.
I love going to new areas where I haven't been to before and seeing these bins. And my phone is out all the time taking photos of them. And little alleyways with the wheelies. I'm down that alleyway taking that photo. I'm driving about. I see a bin on the side and I wish that I could stop, but I mentally clock it. And then if I get the chance, I do stop and take it. Lay-bys. I'm often seeing lay-by bins and I can't stop and take them. But I've clocked them for next time. But yeah, definitely bins are my obsession.
Bins are your obsession. And look, I'm sure you've answered this countless times across the media, but just to pinpoint it to the listener here. How, why, when did this all start? Bins. I mean, that's not...
If the listener out there, if they go to episode 17 of our podcast, actually, Keeping Britain Tidy and bins, because I love like the Keeping Britain Tidy thing as well, and raising bin awareness, and that's all on there. And of course, if you Google dustbin tapes, it's all on there. But we can keep it basic.
Yes.
Started with bins, basically a small collection of mine when I saw a fab bin on a random day out of Thrigby Wildlife Gardens. And I took a photo of it because I loved the fun design. And then I started to get a small collection up. I just love the different sizes, the shapes, the styles of bins you get, the locations you find them in. So I started to get a small collection up like that. And then it graduated. And then, of course, started up binsfantastic.com. And people send me bins, and it's just escalated. Now it's any bin. I'll take a photo of literally any bin now, and I'm obsessed with a lot. I love wheelie bins as well. The different areas you go to with the council badges, like here, we've got recycling, green recycling, 240 litres. You might go 100 miles up the way, or even 50 miles away. And you might have a blue recycling bin with a smaller 180 slimline design. And those council badges, I just love seeing the council badges here. Obviously, it's Great Yarmouth Council badge. I love going to another area to see their council badges. So yeah, definitely bins is an obsession.
Definitely, yeah. Well, it doesn't take a therapist to tell you that this is sounding like an obsession to me. Well, look, quite maybe a big question now.
Yep.
Have you got a highlight from all this bin stuff? Have you got a favourite thing that's happened? Quite a big question. You can have some thinking time if you want. Got another question?
No. Well, probably my favourite time was probably the early days when it all came out. I mean, I've been lucky enough to have done some TV, even on Steph's Packed Lunch, being in the studio. But the early radio shows were great because I used to be on. There was one I was on Radio 5. It was like early in the morning. I was sitting in here with my dressing gown on, doing like a radio show. Well, similar to what we're doing now with this podcast. And I thought, wow, I actually love this. You know, and so probably the highlight was when it all first came out back in Feb 2022, and I was getting phone calls galore, And just the interest it seemed to create as well. And all of a sudden, people were getting out there and looking for bins. And that's probably what it was as well. People actually thinking, he's onto something here. If you do take your time and literally stop and look for bins, you realise that there is something in it.
It's ignited a thing like fire.
Yes, and exactly.
Like fire.
It does. It seems to have had like a Pied Piper effect. Once you do start looking out for them, it does become a bit of an addiction. You yourself, Elliot, you've sent me a few, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
See? So everyone seems to be looking out for bins as well, which is great. Yeah. So that's probably the best thing, apart from the radio stuff, which is great to get the bin awareness out. Simple fact that ordinary people in your everyday lives have taken that time out in front of family members to take a photo of a bin and send it in to me.
In front of your friend and mine, the public.
Definitely. So, what do you reckon, Elliot?
Yeah.
It's an obsession. Tell you what, shall we check out some more here? We've got another comment. Sean Dunn.
Let's do it.
Your uncle, of course.
Yes, good morning.
Evening, Sean. Morning, Sean.
Good
afternoon,
night.
Sean.
I think that's all of them.
Well, Sean's is Parkrun Tourism.
Is it really?
Now, if anyone doesn't know out there what Parkrun is, it's a free community event. It's held every Saturday at 9 a.m. where you can walk, jog, run or volunteer. And it's 5 kilometres, which is 3.1 miles. And in the UK alone, there's around 900 locations.
Oh, that's a lot.
So basically, Parkrun Tourism, this is very popular, is when you go to a different one every week to try and do as many different park runs as you can. And Sean, we think, is obsessed with Parkrun Tourism.
That man is here, there and everywhere.
It is, and he's admitted it himself. I mean, last week I was with him and his brother Wayne and his daughter Jasmine. Hello all of you if you're listening. But we did a new one in Cambridge. There was a new park run in Cambridge, Brooksley, and we did that one. Weeks before, like every week or every other week, it goes with Wayne to somewhere in the UK to do a park run. And I think this proves it. Wednesday this week. Now, every country does have one day a year when they can have an extra park run. In the UK, it's Christmas Day. And on Wednesday, Sean, it's a Lithuania. Yes, Lithuania to do a park run. To do their extra day park run.
And isn't it?
He sent me a message earlier. And where is he now?
He's in Austria as we record this.
He's in Austria to do a park run there tomorrow. So yeah, that is the ultimate Parkrun Tourism obsession. But fair play to Sean. I think have we got how many he's done locations? I think we have. He has done around. No, it's not on here. I did have it noted down, but he's done quite a lot of it. I think it's around it's over 200. I think it could be heading towards 250, something like that. But anyway, definitely, it's an obsession.
Definitely.
Oh, we've got Hazel now. Hazel Benjamin.
Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening and night.
Aren't you, of course, my sister. Evening, Hazel and Tabitha and the crew there. Well, she says that she's obsessed with her cat, Tabitha. All that work she thinks about her and she can't wait to get home for a cuddle. And she's 16 next month. So, yeah, what do you think about that?
That's really sweet.
Yeah,
Love that for her.
But Hazel's sort of done quite a few things with Tabitha over the years, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Pushed her in prams and the little things she has, the extra things for cats she has outside, tents, all sorts. So, yeah, definitely. It's an obsession. Ian Ludgate. Hello, Ian.
Hello.
Bins of Guildford. He runs Bins of Guildford, and he is obsessed with making bad jokes about photos of bins. Now, if you might not have seen any, Elliot, I'll have to show you, but it is really funny. He posts photos of bins and puts wacky, fun comments about them from what he gets, and that is really good. He says they're bad jokes. I think they're really good. I think they're really funny, and so, yeah. But he's been doing that for a while. He's obsessed with bins too. He's also obsessed with making jokes about the photos of bins. So definitely, it's an obsession.
That's quite a specific punchline to have, about photos of bins.
He's definitely. So, have you got any more comments, Elliot?
Well, look, I've got two little ones here from my friends this week. Harvey, who's been on the podcast before.
Oh, evening, Harvey. Afternoon, Harvey.
and all the rest of it. If you're listening, big if, hello if you are, and not hello if you aren't. He is obsessed with binging TV shows, mostly
is he?
Friends and The Office. Just rewatches them over and over.
That's actually, it's probably a lot of people's obsession with binge watching. There's probably loads and loads and loads that we could mention. We've just scratched the surface tonight, haven't we?
Yeah.
Literally it's a little tickle. It's like, if, it's a little full tickle. I'm just going like that, and that's it. That's all we've done. There's so much more to it than that.
Could be a very in-depth podcast.
It could be, yeah. Any more comments in it?
Jack, he is obsessed.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, yes. He is obsessed with Marvel and DC.
Oh, yeah, I can vouch for that. Oh, go back to Harvey's. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's an obsession.
Yes, Jack, Marvel and DC. He's always loved Marvel and DC.
So, would you say that's an obsession?
Yeah.
It's an obsession.
That's all me.
Excellent. Me well, folks, we're going to head to our end bit.
Wow.
Well, folks, we can get our breath back.
Yeah.
And
so can you.
Whatever you're obsessed with, I'm sure it's not listening to this podcast. Anyway, well, I'm off in a minute, Elliot. I'm off to photograph some bins, and you're probably going to watch some...
It's funny you should say that. I'm going to watch some Taskmaster.
Exactly. I mean, we're obsessed with them, aren't we?
We are obsessed.
We're obsessed with our subjects.
Oh, do we really have to end? Yeah, the race has come to an end, but, I'm obsessed. And remember, your task, the listener, is, well, I suppose you're doing it already, you've sort of finished it, is to listen to this podcast. 5 points to you. Let us know if you've made it this far, and you might win a green t-shirt, except you won't win a green t-shirt. And so, look, it could be worse. Some people are obsessed with eating tape.
Yeah, well, really.
Genuine.
That's amazing what some people are obsessed with out there. But anyway, listener, or it might be listeners, who knows. Thank you for listening to us.
Thank you very much for listening to us rambling on.
And if you want to email us, please feel free to at binsfantastic2022@yahoo.com. And we've got our own Facebook page, Everyday Life Podcast.
By Dave Clark. Including bread.
Will do. Well, take care of your everyday lives and enjoy your obsessions.
Yes, watch that.
Or whatever person you're obsessed with as well. It could be.
Could be.
Well, have a good evening or morning or afternoon, whatever time you're listening to this, folks.
Have a good time.
Okay. Goodbye from me, Dave Clark, and goodbye from my assistant.
Elliot, goodbye.
Goodbye.